Have you ever forgotten to laugh at a joke someone explained to you? Or during a meeting, while everyone is agreeing with the same idea? Did you spot 3 different problems before the sentence was even finished? Maybe your friends tell you. Why are you so obsessive? Maybe during a conversation, you drift into your thoughts while analyzing what the other person is saying. Know this: you are not broken. Your brain simply works differently. This video explains 5 fascinating traits of high IQ that most people never think about, but science clearly defines, and you'll realize that what society calls weird is actually your greatest advantage. Sign 1. Pattern sensitivity. The brain that builds algorithms out of randomness. High IQ brains do not process information superficially. The prefrontal cortex acts like a filter that constantly turns raw data into patterns. That means, in a crowded environment, while everyone else is just looking at faces, your brain is simultaneously analyzing facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language. These 3 data streams automatically form an emotional model. The result? You feel mentally exhausted in crowds because your brain is processing 10 layers of information that others never notice. This cognitive load turns social environments into an energy-draining data marathon. Research shows that people with high IQs convert visual and auditory stimuli into patterns up to 40% faster than those with lower IQs. This is not a flaw. It's an evolutionary early warning system. 3 types of pattern processors. The visual mapper. When you enter a room, you instantly notice symmetry, color harmony, and spatial imbalance. Design, architecture, and strategic planning are your natural strengths. The social code decoder. In a meeting, you read who aligns with whom, who's tense, who's lying, through micro-expressions alone. You have a natural resistance to manipulation. The numerical pattern seer. Numbers, graphs, and trends tell you stories. Financial decisions, risk analysis, and forecasting dominate your thinking. Sign 2. Layered thinking. The brain that builds ideas on top of ideas. A typical brain tries to find a single answer to a problem. Yours examines the question from 5 different angles, then synthesizes a 6th solution. For example, someone asks, "What should we do today?" Your brain instantly calculates weather conditions and transportation options, group energy levels and social dynamics, budget and time constraints, possible disruptions, and backup plans. Everyone's hidden preferences, not spoken, but read through posture and micro movements. This process takes about 3 seconds, but to you, it feels like a constant background computation. Neuroscience calls this executive function overload. Your dorsolateral prefrontal cortex works like a generator that never shuts down, even when others are mentally offline. This gives you a natural advantage in strategic thinking and scenario planning. But it also turns even simple decisions into complex equations. 3 types of layered thinkers. The scenario architect. You see 10 steps ahead in every decision, like predicting 7 chess moves in advance. In business, you're a strategist. In personal life, you're seen as an overplanner. The philosophical questioner. You don't stop at answers. You question the foundations behind them. You ask why 5 times in a row. Philosophy, science, and research feel like home. The emotional simulator. Before deciding, you simulate emotional outcomes for yourself and others. Your empathy is strong, but it often delays your own choices. Sign 3. Hyperstimulation avoidance. The shark brain, swimming in deep water. Highly intelligent individuals are more sensitive to external stimuli. Because neural connections are denser, each stimulus leaves a stronger imprint. As a result, crowded places, loud music, or chaotic environments trigger your brain's threat mode. The amygdala releases more cortisol, and you feel mentally trapped. Studies show that individuals with higher intelligence levels experience up to 30% more stress response to the same noise levels compared to average intelligence. This is an antisocial behavior. Your brain is simply wired for depth, not surface-level interaction. 3 types of stimulation filters. The silence seeker. Noise feels like mental clutter. Libraries, nature walks, and noise-canceling headphones are your recharge zones. People call you introverted, but you're actually clearing data. The selective socializer. You prefer a few deep conversations per month over daily shallow interactions. Quality always beats quantity. The control specialist. You arrive early and leave early at social events. You manage social energy deliberately. Spontaneous plans feel cognitively expensive. Sign 4. Delayed emotional response. Analyze first, feel later brain. Someone delivers bad news. Everyone around you reacts instantly, crying, panicking, or exploding emotionally. You remain silent for the first 5 seconds because your brain is evaluating. Is this information accurate? Is the source reliable? What are the consequences? What is the appropriate response? Only after this evaluation, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 3 minutes, do emotions emerge. By then, others have already labeled you as cold or emotionless. Neurology explains this. In high IQ individuals, information flow between the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system is more filtered. Emotional data doesn't reach the limbic system without cognitive validation. This makes you the calmest person in crises, but emotionally distant in everyday interactions. 3 types of emotional processors. The strategic feeler. You process emotions afterward, like a report. Journaling, therapy, or solitary walks are how you evaluate feelings. The delayed reactor. You stay silent in the moment, but 2 days later the conversation replays, and you finally express what you should have said. Others ask, why now? Because your brain needed 48 hours to process. The emotional observer. You observe your own emotions externally. Interesting. I'm feeling anger, likely due to X. This creates strong psychological insight and self-awareness. Sign 5. Existential questioning habit. Why do I think so deeply brain? What is the real purpose of life? Can I truly be happy? When I die, will the universe even notice? For high IQ individuals, these questions are common, even on an ordinary Tuesday night. Your brain evolved to ask not only how, but why. Research shows a correlation between intelligence and existential anxiety. Greater abstract thinking means a stronger tendency to question the big picture. But here's the good news. These unsettling questions are also your greatest creative fuel. Scientists, artists, and philosophers all emerged from minds capable of asking uncomfortable questions. 3 types of existential thinkers. The philosophy consumer. You explore meaning through books, podcasts, and documentaries. Nietzsche, Camus, and Sartre dominate your internal dialogue. The meaning creator. Easy answers don't satisfy you. You create your own interpretations. Writing, art, and personal frameworks become therapeutic. The nihilistic acceptor. Nothing has inherent meaning. And that's liberating. By accepting absurdity, you stop searching and start living. Dark, but deeply freeing. Now you know. If you feel drained in social environments, if you give complex answers to simple questions, if your emotional reactions are delayed, or if you constantly ask why, you are not weird. Your brain simply processes more data, dives deeper into thought, and operates with an evolutionary early warning system. Society favors fast responders, surface-level communicators, and people who say whatever. But real progress, science, art, technology moves forward because of people like you who ask difficult questions. So the next time someone asks, why do you think so much? You can answer, because someone has to. If you watch this video and recognize yourself in at least one of these 5 signs, share it with us in the comments. And remember, you are not ordinary. You are more. Subscribing, liking the video, and turning on notifications isn't just for the algorithm. It's for understanding yourself better. Because at Psychology Simplified, we're trying to understand your brain. See you in the next video.